Now, there was a ruckus in the UP Assembly this morning. It was the first session of the second UP government of Yogi Adityanath, and a face-off between the Samajwadi Party and SP between Adityanath and Akhilesh Yadav, who is in the Assembly. The SP MLAs protesting against price rise and misgovernance. Let's just look at those scenes. MLAs there in their red topis. Let's go across to Alok Pandey now for more. And Alok, the first session of Yogi Adityanath's second government, they're taking off with a ruckus in the assembly.
Well, you're right. It's not unexpected, so to say, Gargi, but there certainly is the X factor of Akhilesh Yadav and Yogi Adityanath facing off against each other. Akhilesh, remember, used to be the Lok Sabha MP from Azamgarh, but he quit that post to retain the MLA election that he had won, his seat. And now he, of course, is the leader of opposition in the UP Assembly. And also interesting that the Samajwadi Party has gone from less than 50 in the last Assembly to over 100. So they will be very, very eager, their MLAs, to protest in a more vociferous manner. And that is something that they have indicated to in the past, that once the Assembly session starts, they're going to protest against a large number of issues in a stronger manner that they could manage in the last election. And I think it helps their cause politically that their party chief, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, will also be within the Assembly at some point of time, or at least on some of the days. So that's interesting. The government, of course, also going ahead with its agenda right now. That ruckus was happening during the governor's address, and then this is the budget session. So the Yogi government will also be presenting its budget in one of the coming days. So an interesting few days lined up. Like I said, politically, it's going to be more interesting than the last Assembly, because the Samajwadi Party or the opposition is in more numbers than the last time. Obviously, the BJP remains dominant, but this is one issue. Just 10 more seconds. Azam Khan, who was just released from jail, Gargi, he's of course a Samajwadi Party MLA, but there are reports he's unhappy with Akhilesh, etc. He took oath as an MLA just a while ago. He skipped the Samajwadi Party meeting that happened yesterday of its MLAs, but today he was in the Assembly and he has taken oath as an MLA.
All right, Alok, thanks so much for joining us with those details. So ruckus this morning as the UP Assembly met.